What's up, Fighting Irish fans? Augie Villawan here. We're doing a bit of a different pregame. I left my microphones at home, so we're improvising and doing the pregame in the car where my voice is going to be a little bit clearer. But tonight we've got an exciting one for you. The first playoff game of the football season for the Irish, facing off against the Hazel Park Vikings. The Vikings come in with a 6-3 record. However, something that sort of jumps out at me is a lot of their wins are against schools that I haven't A, really heard of, or B, known to be great programs. However, as lights just came on, that doesn't take away from the fact that this Vikings team is really, really dangerous. They're averaging 28 yards of passing per game. However, they're averaging 31.4 points per game. Where does the rest of that offense come from? I'll tell you, 314 yards of rushing offense on average. This is all thanks to running back number 24, Montrell Parker. He's got 165 rushing attempts this season, 1,766 yards, along with 23 touchdowns. On the outside is as well as Lathan Chambers, the senior wide receiver. He's got 32 rushing attempts for 455 yards, 7 receptions for 139 yards, and 10 total touchdowns. So this is a team that is very much centered around their stars. There have been multiple games where Montrell Parker has had over 200, over 250 yards and really carried this team, piggybacking them to a victory. They had an overtime win, a lot of really close games where he kind of showed his status as the star in the athlete of the team, putting everything on his back and running through. However, something you do notice, and for someone like me, makes me very happy, this guy is not a big guy. 5'5", 140 pounds, not a really big guy, but much like Barry Sanders, thanks to Mr. Davis for giving me that analogy, just like Barry Sanders, just because he's not that big doesn't mean he can't put people on skates. So, without further ado, we're going to get into my keys to the game. My first key to the game for the Irish is, as always with teams like this, stop the run. Hazel Park runs a very center run offense with a couple jet sweeps, a couple outside schemes in there. So if I'm the Irish, if I can be able to contain the outside and really bring pressure, clog up the middle, clog up the A, B, and C, clog up the gaps in the front, this is an easy win, because if you can completely neutralize their run offense and force them to go to the air with a quarterback who's had 8 completed passes this season, 7 of those went to Chambers, I might add. If you can get them uncomfortable with their game, with how they're playing, you are golden. My second key to the game is, if you're the Irish, you need to keep this momentum rolling. They beat the biggest team they've played this season, if not the biggest win in recent history, in Hudsonville Unity Christian, beating that team, a team that was ranked in the top 20 in several rankings, a team that was, by all means on paper, should have blown this Irish team out. Talking to some of the players, they're like, we know this is going to be a dogfight. This isn't going to be an easy win. This isn't going to be one of those games that we saw like Waterford-Mott, where we just take off and there's no stopping us. This is going to be a game that we have to battle back and forth, tooth and nail, inch for inch. When we saw that, the Irish came out, they played some great back-and-forth offense, really held things together on defense. Owen Fulcher with the interception to seal it. Just a great game from the Irish. So if they can continue the momentum that they've had recently and just keep rolling, keep pushing, man, this Irish team is going to be in a really, really good spot. My final key to the game, if you're the Irish, have fun out there. You've got a lot of seniors here that this is going to be one of the last games they play on William Kazira alumni turf. This is going to be one of the last home football games of the season. For some people, this might be their last game of the season in any sport. Some people just do football. Some don't go and do winter and spring sports. So if you're the Irish, you really need to make sure that you go out there, play smart Irish football, but absolutely the most important point, have fun. This is a team that so much camaraderie. You see it after any touchdown, after any big tackle. They're swarming to each other. They're pumping each other up. They're giving each other high fives, doing handshakes, all this stuff. This is a team that has such a close-knit community thanks to the small school size. If you just go out there and have fun, play connected, play for the person to the left and right of you, play for the person who's your backup, play for the person you're backing up, and just go out there and really let it all hang. You don't have anything to lose here. This is an Irish team. They're the 2 seed in the division, the 1 seed on their side of the bracket. Go out there and show them why you're the 1 seed. Show them how you play together. I think if the Irish can get all of those done, we're going to have a great night of Irish football, and hopefully I'll be able to see you guys back next week. From NDP Athletics Broadcasting, I'm Augie Villawan. Thank you so much for watching the NDP Athletics pregame show.